It's kind of nice. I will say that.
Oh my God. Like before I used to always like panic before shows. When you're not here, I panic before shows. Like, do I have their Instagram pulled up? Do I have this? Do I have that? And I'm like, fuck it, Caleb will do it.
It
So,
is kind of nice.
oh my God, it's so nice. Hey, am I pronouncing, you think her name's Shenae?
I think it's Shenae. Yeah.
Shenae Watson? Or they have
Hmm.
weird Australian pronunciation? I know I'm gonna screw it up.
I think it's just. I think you're right. I think it's Shenae.
Dude, this chick goes hard. Did you see her story this morning?
No. Oh yeah. I don't know if it was the same one. Is it the one about
If you need another reason to unfollow me, here you go.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes hard, dude.
Yeah, I fuck with her. She's cool.
Yeah, I
She's
can't
very
believe,
cool.
I don't know, for some reason, I just get scared because, like, if you're in Australia, I just feel like they're gonna take you away and put you in jail for saying that shit.
And yeah, that's the concern, right? Australia's kind of a fucked up country right now.
Yeah, I just think that, like, you get arrested for shit you put on social media there. Like, "Hey, I don't believe in vaccines." Boom, 2 weeks
See
jail
ya.
time. Yeah.
Maybe
Hey, I used to eat a shitload of Perfect bars.
those like really chewy ones, like the dry
They're like,
chewy
it's
ones.
just a chunk of peanut butter, and then they, like,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
and you gotta keep them in the fridge,
Right.
and then I haven't eaten them in years, and then, I noticed that whenever I gave them to, like, Avi or Joseph, when they would eat them, it would affect their skin. Like, I could just tell, like,
Okay.
right away, like, within an hour, they would get some, like, blemishes on their skin as little kids, so I didn't eat them as
Right.
much. Haven't had them in the house in years, and we got a jiu-jitsu tournament coming up this weekend, and they're both at all of my sons are at the bottom of their weight class, so I was like, "Oh, I'll order, like, 20 of these Perfect bars and leave them in the fridge," and you know what I mean? Just let them just, like, pack it on in the next, in the 2 months.
Right.
Well, ye I mean, and I've probably had 3 of the 20, and I noticed the day after I did Chad, I had pimples on my eyebrow right here, like 2 pimples.
Really.
And then this morning, I had some pimples on my butt. I haven't had pimples on my butt in 30 years or 20
Long time.
years. Yeah, forever, and I don't get pimples on my face either anymore. And at first, yesterday, I thought, "Shit, was that from Chad? Like, did I have some weird hormonal 95 minutes?" I mean, that was really hard for me. That was like I put that in the top 5 hardest things I've done with working out. Like, I was
Yeah.
like I did not wanna continue, but I was trying to figure out, I wonder if there was something, I don't know, I was just wondering, was it Chad or is it the Perfect bars? I was wondering. Anyway, if anyone has any theories. I don't wanna shit on Perfect bars, um, but
It's
they
probably
but
it's probably the perfect bars.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I can't work out so hard that I have some sort of, like, you don't think, like, I had some sort, like, I had a spike in my my testosterone?
Well, I would say if it was anything associated with Chad, it would have been like what you were wearing, you know? Because like
Yeah,
sometimes if you wear like if I wear my vest for too long, or if I wear my helmet for too long, I start getting like really bad, like just shit all over my head.
yeah,
Like I break out up here really bad, and like I get some
and
like the back of my head and shit.
and if I do an assault, if I sit on the assault bike for 40 minutes, I'll get, like, I don't know if it's a pimple, but I'll get, like, something on my butt.
Mm, yeah, that might
Hi,
be it too.
Hi,
Shenae. Good morning.
good morning.
Are you stateside or are you still in Australia?
No, I'm in Nashville.
Oh, you are?
I was
Sweet.
worrying if I was still in
Awesome.
Australia, considering
When
on Saturday.
you got your say that again, you got here when?
I said that would be concerning if I was still in Australia, considering the comps on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, when did you get there?
We got here on the 2nd. Yeah, we've been here for like a good week and a bit. We flew into LA originally because I wanted to break up the flight. Originally, we were going to fly straight to Nashville, but it was going to be like something ridiculous, like flying time in total was like 14, 15 hours with a baby was
Yeah.
going to be rough. So then we decided we'd fly into Nashville. Fly into LA, spend some time there, do some of the touristy things with my baby. And then we flew LA to Nashville, and then we'll drive to Cookville tomorrow. Yeah, hire a car and drive back.
And what did you do in LA? What touristy things? Did you go to the beach or
Well,
Disneyland or?
yes. Oh, we haven't been to Disneyland yet. We are doing that on the back end. I did some Googling and like, oh, where's safe, where's safe to stay? And
No, did it say nowhere? What are
yeah,
you
well,
Good luck.
and not get fucking shot at.
Right.
And it said Santa Monica. So I was like, no, we'll stay in Santa Monica. And then we got there and we're like, oh my God, what have we done? So it wasn't the best place to stay, but then we had to drive, like with the baby was also rough. We had to drive like an hour we went to Universal Studios. We did Rodeo Drive, did some shopping, like looking through there. We did the zoo.
Okay.
And then we just did like some stuff locally around Santa Monica. So like Santa Monica, Venice. There was like a beach further up, which was dog shit compared to our beaches in Australia. But like just little things. Keeping my son in the car for too long it gives me major anxiety. He's always hated the car. So we avoid that if we can.
How old is he?
He's 16 months. Yeah.
What's his name?
Maddox.
Maddox. It's crazy. I'll tell you something crazy, Shenae. Oh, you went to Universal Studios. That's cool.
Yeah. That was really cool. Yeah,
that's
that was
cool.
Yeah.
That's still cool in LA. Santa Monica was the crown jewel of Los Angeles. It was absolutely amazing 4 years ago.
Right.
Or 5 years ago. And because of the way they're running the state, 70% of the businesses are gone. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys have Nordstrom's in Australia, but we have this huge department store here in the States called Nordstrom's.
Right.
It's like a kind of a fancier shopping center, and they never close. And now they're closing all over the country. And and there was one in Santa Monica, and wherever they go, they kind of end up being the anchor.
Right.
And it closed, and man, Santa Monica is gone to shit. It's crazy. It's kind of like a movie.
Yeah, and when I got an Uber with a local lady, and she said that from the Palisades fire, is that how you say it? She said that if those people didn't have somewhere else to go once their houses burned down, like a lot of those people are living on the street in Santa Monica. They've come down the mountain or whatever, and they're just around because they've got no where they've got the clothes on their back and like maybe a car to sleep in. I was like, oh wow, okay, makes sense. But yeah, I thought it was like quite clean when we went there. I was like, oh no, it's not too bad. Like the palm trees, it's beautiful. And then the more we like looked around, particularly towards nighttime, we're like, yeah, let's go back to our room now.
It's really a shame. That place was so awesome.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I still liked it. I thought it was nicer than where we live, as in like the town that we live in. But my partner disagreed with me, so who knows?
And you were able to get all this time. How much time are you taking off of work? You're a police officer back in Australia.
I am. I've been in the QPS for 7 years. And then I had my baby and I've been off since. I've been on maternity leave, not paid. Everyone's like, oh my God, that's amazing. You get so much maternity leave. We actually get like 6 months paid, which is still fabulous.
Yeah.
But you can take up to 2 years unpaid. So I'm just going to stretch out up to 2 years. And then I keep saying, oh, make a decision. Like, am I going to go back? Am I not going to go back? Like part of me is like, oh, maybe I will because it's a part of like my identity. But having a baby it just changed everything. Like if there's a house on fire before, I'll be like, I'm in there. Like someone's in there. I'm gonna do what I can to help them. Now I'm like, oh, can someone else help? Someone else wants to, like, because I have this massive fear of me dying and then my baby not understanding like, where's mom? Like my baby's super attached to me as he should be.
Yes.
And yeah, the thought of like, where's mom? Where's she coming? And then like, I'm dead. Like it freaks me out. I think about it all the time. So going back to work, it's still up in the air. My partner's like, he's like, you're retired. You're not going back. But who knows? And the other thing is like, when I am at work, the stress that comes with that, like I try not to bring it home, but like subconsciously, like I'll come home and be silent for 3 days because of a job that I'd been to 3 days ago. And Jesse kind of my partner, Jesse just knows. He's like, all right, give her a couple of days. She'll be good. But like, you can't do that with a baby. You can't come home and be like, oh, just give me 3 days. I just need, like it's just not fair. And Jesse's amazing. Like, he doesn't want me to go back to work. He's wholeheartedly said, like, he's going to support us. And I mean, like, I'm kind of like, well, why would I? So we'll see. I say, who knows?
What's QPS stand for?
It's just the local police where I work. So it's Queensland Police. Yeah,
Queensland Police.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: if you got pregnant again, could you get another 6 months?
Yes, but
without going back.
You'd have to. One of my friends just did that. She went back for like a couple of weeks and then was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant again." And then you go on light duties, so you don't like go back on the road until you've had your baby, and then you come back to work. So once you're pregnant, they know, they take you off the road so that nothing can happen. So then, yeah, once you're there and you're there for, there's no like minimum time, but once you go back and say, all right, I'm pregnant again, you work your pregnancy, and then, oh, am I echoing? No. Oh yeah, you work your pregnancy, and then you take your maternity leave again. So,
hey, going to this thing of things you have to process that you see. I have a friend who's a police officer, and it's definitely, and I knew him before he was a cop, and I remember one his I forget what it's called. You guys have an acronym for it, but the guy who trained him was shot and killed, which is really rare in my area. So that rocked him once, because it was a guy who, when he first became a police officer, that guy like stayed with him for like 3 months and taught him the ropes.
Yeah.
And this cop was ambushed. He was called to called somewhere, and then when he showed up there to help someone, he was shot. That rocked him. And then another time he was called down to the river, and he showed up on the scene, and there was a woman there who was assaulted in the worst way and then murdered. And I know that rocked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Are you talking about seeing things like that, and then you're just like, you're just like, how am I going to process all this?
Yeah. And like where I work, I describe it as like the ghetto. Like, I feel like I definitely work in like the ghetto part of my district. Yeah, so it's one of those things. We're very like lighthearted. Like, we can see something horrific, and then we'll go to have dinner. You know, you have to eat within a half an hour span of just seeing something horrific, and you're making jokes and you're lighthearted and like, oh, that was so disgusting, or whatever you're saying. And like, to regular people, they're like, oh my God, like, are you okay? And for us, you kind of have to like compartmentalize, like, yeah, like that was a bit fucked, but
and a lot of bad stuff happening to kids, right?
Yeah,
like runaways and kids without parents and just shit like that. And you're a new mom.
Yes, and that's actually mainly the reason I don't want to. Well, other than dying and not being there for my son, but mainly the stuff with kids, and mainly like because I've going to dead babies and then having a baby before. I was like, oh, this was a job that rocked me before I became a mom, but the thought of it, I can read a news article now and I'm like, oh my God, that's no good. But yeah, so we can go. That's the thing. We can go back to a couple of horrific jobs, and you're okay. You're cruising along for a little while, and then there'll just be one job that'll be like fuck, and then kind of everything else was like, oh hey, yeah, you probably should have dealt with this. But one thing I do, which is interesting, when I was at the academy, they tried to like warn us with a slideshow of horrific scenes. And it kind of just looks like something out of a movie. So it was hard to understand, like, this is real life. But there was this crusty old sergeant that said, hey, look, these are all the jobs that I've been to. He was a scenes of crime officer, so he'd take the photos. So he had all these photos, puts them in a slideshow, shows them to the new recruits. If it's too much now, probably leave the job or don't enter. And I remember he said, you know, I'd go to a job, and after that job, I'd have a beer, and then I'd move on. And like, that beer was my goodbye. And I was like, yeah, that's really unhealthy. I'm I do that. I'm not a drinker, but I was like, you know what I can do, and actually a few people around me do it as well, is I kind of like do like a hero, like if it's really something that I feel like is going to stick in my brain, I dedicate like a workout to them in my brain. Like, I go in that afternoon, yep, I've seen something horrific, and I go in and I do my workout. And while I'm doing that workout, I think really in depth about all the things that I've seen and in that job. And then I'm like, okay, my workout's done. I push really hard and dedicate to them. And then I have to like, okay, it's done now. That workout's done. I've felt all those feelings, and it's kind of like my therapy. Like, all right,
Yeah,
that job's done. There's some jobs that doesn't work for.
yeah.
But is if I'm consciously back then I'm consciously making those efforts to do that. I feel like that helps me. Having a beer, on the other hand, is not as healthy.
Yeah, working out's a trip. Especially when you work out alone and there's no music. Like even not as heavy as what you're saying, but you could have like some sort of like let's say I'm going to film something and there's some sort of technological hurdle that we can't overcome. And you're thinking about it before you work out. And then somewhere during the workout, an answer or an idea, some creative idea will surface. And you're like, holy shit, where did this come from?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And so there's sort of like, there's definitely some sort of sifting and releasing of stuff.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's heavy stuff. There was I had my first son, and I don't remember how old he was. He was a few months old, and I saw this vampire movie. I can't remember what it was called, Dracula Untold or something. And there was he had to, in order to save his kid, there was a Dracula in the movie, and that's like, being Dracula is like eternal damnation, like you live forever on the planet and you feed off of people. And in order to save his son, he had to become the new Dracula. The old Dracula's like, I'm done. You have to become the new Dracula to save his son. And I had to stop the movie, and I was like just bawling.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what is going on here? This is a stupid ass movie.
Yes.
And I am completely destroyed.
That has happened to me in motherhood. Like, there's so many things that before I didn't think of. I didn't care. Didn't cross my mind. And then the moment you become a mom, like a chemical rewiring, like everything. I see things differently. I feel things differently. I didn't question things before, like the soap that I'd wash my body with, and like vaccines. Like that's another one. Like plastic.
Like, I'm putting this soap on my kid's balls. I never cared before when I put it on my genitalia. Now why do I care? But you do. Yep.
Exactly. And people around me think I've gone crazy because I'm like, no, please don't wash them with that soap, or please don't feed him that, or please don't, whatever it is, or like explaining to the family, like, hey, we're not vaccinating. And everyone, we were very I just think we just fell in line. We weren't like pro, but we kind of just did what we were told. And then when I, flipped the script of like, actually, the more I looked into it, and every single time I took my baby and offered him up like a tribute, like, here, take my baby and shove poison in him, it felt so wrong. And then when that happened, like I had to start digging. And then when I started digging and explained to the family, they're like, you're crazy. And I'm like, well, maybe I am. But anyway.
Do you have any siblings?
I do have siblings.
Do they have kids?
Yes, my older brother has 2 young kids. I come from a strong line of addiction. So I actually, sadly, don't have a lot to do with my siblings, because they're all kind of going through their own addictions. And then, my mum's recently come out the other end of a terrible time of drugs and mental health stuff as well. So my mum's actually getting back on track now.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. But my oldest brother has got 2 young boys, and I see them, but they've split from my family, which is so understandable because of the decisions my family have made. But I actually got some bad news about my brother last night. My oldest brother, he was born with heart and lung disease. So he wasn't supposed to live past 7. And he's 30, 95 model. So he's 30 this year. And he's in hospital at the moment, and they're like getting palliative care. And I'm like, fuck, I'm in the States. Like, I'm kind of trying to compartmentalize that as well. Like trying to wow, there's not a lot I can do from over here. And it's hard because I haven't had a whole lot to do with him for the last probably 10 years because of I'm a cop. So I'm like, I actually can't be around people that are making those decisions. I can't be involved in it. So I've had to pull back. But now that he's in such a bad state, I'm kind of like, shit. And there's nothing I can do while I'm over here.
Is he going to survive?
Probably not. It was like, me and Jesse, my partner, were up all night last night because I couldn't sleep because my mum messaged me and told me last night. So I couldn't sleep. And then waking up this morning, Jesse's like, I didn't get 1 wink of sleep. My mother-in-law was knocking on the door at 8 a.m. like, your podcast is in an hour. And I was like, oh my God. But just because of that message, my brain just wouldn't stop. And it's so hard because we're in the States. We're like, well, we can't go there. And the thought of like something happening and me not being able to like say goodbye to him, I was like, oh, that's just too much to think about. So, but it's okay. My brother has been in and out of hospital my whole life. So it's nothing that I'm not used to. But when they say that palliative care's getting involved and having conversations about making him comfortable, I'm like,
oh boy,
it's a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, you get kind of numb to like going to the hospital and like, oh, well, they're just in the hospital, so I'll go visit them whenever I want to. You know, it's like you just
for sure.
Now it's like, oh, they might never come out of the hospital.
Yeah. And I sent him a message, and he's like, you know, like I'm all good, and like focus on your comp and focus on being over there with, you know, Maddox and Jesse and enjoy that. But then my mom sent me photos of him, and I'm like, oh, he is not looking good. So who knows?
And now that you have a kid, it gives you a new perspective too, right? Because you not only are empathizing with your brother's situation, but you're empathizing with your mom because you have a son and she has a son.
Yeah.
So not only are you worried about your brother, but you're worried about your mom because you're like, holy shit, she must be going through some shit right now.
Yeah. And she's just kind of gotten back on like straight and narrow. And the thought of like that sending her back off the edge, you know, because the reason people that often do drugs is to numb some sort of something that's going on in their head or something that's happened to them in their life or several things that happened to them. So the thought, and like that's the same with my siblings. I have my older brother who's the unwell one, and then I've got twin brother and sister who are 18, and they are, all three of them are like drug users. So I haven't had a lot to do with them, which is it's awfully sad. And I've, you know, it's taken a lot of counseling to come to terms with like that's just how it is for now. And one day, hopefully, they'll come out the other end and we can be siblings again. But yeah, so the thought of like my oldest brother dying and then like the turmoil that'll cause with the rest of them who aren't the best already at, you know, regulating their emotions or dealing with things, and like the way they deal with things is drugs or alcohol or, you know, so that's, we'll just have to wait and see.
The reason why I asked if you had siblings was I have a sister, and she blazed the way for me. So she didn't get any of her kids' vaccines. She homeschooled them, and she took the brunt of all of the judgment from the family. And then by the time and she even took it from me, even I thought she was crazy. And then I get to this place, you know, 10 years after her, and I have kids, and my eyes open up and I'm like, oh shit. But so my family has left me, like they don't talk to me. They have already exhausted themselves. And but I'm going to tell you this, now my family, I can tell now my kids are 8 and 11, and they're like, they don't say it, but I know they know. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank God Sevon did this.
Yeah, for sure. That's why people comment on Maddox. Oh my God, he's so advanced. Oh my God, he's, you know, like he's talking and he's copying everything you do. And he, you know, and he was crawling at like 6 months and he was walking at 10, like he was never delayed. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't vaccinate him. I didn't shove poison straight into his brain. and
you're around him, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's the other thing too. They're around their parents.
100%.
There's this kid who's homeschooled. The mom had the kid. It's at my kid's jiu-jitsu studio. And she has some kids going to the jiu-jitsu academy. And so she got pregnant, and then I watched the baby come. And now the baby's only 15 months old. And the baby already like, and it's there for every class. And the classes are long. It's like 3 to 4 hours of jiu-jitsu. And the kid just stands there and watches. The kid already can do burpees, back technical falls. He walks up and down the aisle and talks to all of us. I mean, like, just like fucked up words and shit and points and does sign language. But I'm like, holy shit, this kid is like, he's been so stimulated by this one scene, 3 hours, 5 days a week. He's like already like mirroring It's wild. It's
That's
wild
like-
when you take your kid around like your best friend. It's crazy how quickly they develop.
Yeah, that's the same as Maddox. He's in the gym with me every single day.
Yep.
When I get there to when I leave. So Jesse's mum, my mother-in-law, owns my CrossFit affiliate.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. So super handy.
Is that where you met Jesse?
So that's a funny story. And then I told them this story the other night. They're like, "Oh, is that true?" So
by the way, you are extraordinarily beautiful. I don't think I've ever told anyone who's ever come on the show that, by the way, even though people think I'm a perverted creep. You are you look like a you really are like a supermodel. You look like you should do soap commercials or something.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at my skin.
He's
I mean,
way
you
better
are
than Sydney Sweeney, dude. Come on.
I mean, you are absolutely stunning.
I'm sitting in front of a window. It's great light.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's the lighting. She's not that attractive. All right.
So when I was in year 12, I joined this CrossFit gym.
What is that, like 17 or 18? Year 12?
17. Yeah, I was 17. Yeah.
Okay.
So I joined this CrossFit gym, CrossFit Western Front, and Kate and Alex were the owners. So that's Jesse's mum and her partner. And I went for like 3 months, and I was like, damn, this is hard. Anyway, and I was too embarrassed at the time to cancel my membership, but I was like, this is fucking hard and it's expensive. And I was living out of home. So I was like, I'm just going to send an email and say I'm moving to just interstate. Please cancel my membership. I was too ashamed to go in and cancel it. And then fast forward a couple of years, I was seeing this guy and hanging out and, and then I saw a Facebook post of him with Kate, the owner of the gym. And I was like, oh, how do you know Kate? I love Kate. Like, she was like my girl crush because she's jacked and like fit as. And he's like, that's my mom. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I need to get in this family. So then that's exactly how like Jesse and I kind of got together. And then, yeah, I would go over to see Jesse and I'd go upstairs and hang out with his mom. He's like, didn't you come to see me? I'm like, no. So yeah, Jesse's mom and I are like best friends. And so, yeah, her and Alex own the affiliate that I'm at, and it's so handy. They are so helpful with Maddox. They absolutely adore him and love him. And I mean, there's so many members that are like that with him. Like they'll be like, hey, you get your piece in, I'll take him for a little walk or play with him or whatever. But yeah, and that was in 2018 that I started CrossFit. And yeah.
You won't have to teach him all the things that we had to learn.
Yeah.
You like false grip. Like, you know how it's like so confusing this first time someone teaches you that? Because they're in the gym, snatches, cleans, front rack, elbows up, like all that shit, because my kids have been around it their whole life. Like the first time I'm like, can you do a clean? They're like, which one is that? I'm like, it's the one where you open your hip and you catch underneath. And they just do it. And you're like, oh my God.
That's what I was getting at was that Maddox will walk in like he's there all day, every day.
Yeah.
So he'll walk in. Kate has Kate, that's my mother-in-law. She has the little kids barbell and the little dumbbells and the kettlebells, and he'll move it around, but he wants to have whatever else has got. But like he does. Did you see the video where he like walks on his hands, where we hold him upside down? Yesterday he was hanging from the rig for like 5 seconds. But yeah, he'll just go up to anyone and he'll just talk to anyone. And while we've been traveling, I haven't actually taken him to a CrossFit gym until yesterday. And it's like he walked into Proven, where we're training at the moment, and he walked in. He was like, "Oh my God, I'm home!" Like this.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in a gym. He's like,
the sounds and the sights.
Yeah, he walked in. He was so happy, running around, and like, yeah, he was like, "I'm home." But yeah, he's great. He can. Oh, and that was the other thing. I did take him to like the hotel gym where we were staying in Santa Monica, and we were doing, my partner and I were doing burpees. He was laying down doing the burpees, jumping up, and I was like, what? Like, well, 15, 16-month-old kid is doing that. Like, I'm like so biased. I'm like, he's so talented.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about what you have going on this weekend at Mayhem, but I did see this in your story, and so I just wanted to read it to you. In case you needed a reason to unfollow me, I believe there are no trans kids. I believe schools are programming, not educating. I believe mothers are being erased on purpose. I believe the medical system profits when we stay sick. I believe banks and governments want families dependent, not free. I believe the media lies every single day. I believe truth is worth speaking, even if it gets you hated, silenced, or killed. Did you? I was like, wow, this girl's speaking my love language. What did something happen that just made you wake up, or were you always kind of suspicious?
No, I was your like general population, fall in line, authority, like to, like I'm a stickler for the rules, old me, generally. Like I'd be like, oh my God, Jesse, you can't do a U-turn here. Like we're gonna get a ticket or you can't. And he's like, fuck off, like I can do what I want. But like interesting enough, like I've been listening to your show for probably 3 years now. And listening to you and Greg talk about a lot of things was actually where I started questioning, like, because I remember when I was pregnant and I was still deciding about vaccines. That was a big, like, oh my God, I don't understand the whole, and I was too naive to look into it for myself. But I was listening to you and Greg.
Me too. My wife decided not to give the kids vaccines, and I thought she was crazy, but I didn't want to fight with her.
Yeah.
But I thought she was crazy.
And thank God for that. But like, yeah, listening to you and Greg talk, and I remember being pregnant. I was painting my house, listening to you with my AirPods in, painting my house, and I was thinking, oh my God, like, do I, don't I? And it actually, I didn't, I've got something playing in the background. It didn't like fully turn for me. So like Maddox was born, and in the hospital, I was like, okay, like if they're telling me I need to do it, yep. And I was in no state to, like, once I delivered Maddox, I was in no state to, like, I was like,
advocate for yourself. Yeah.
And then when I took him for his 6-week needles, it was like a whole body, like, this feels wrong. And then I started looking into it, and I was listening to you, and once you follow one person that advocates against it, then your algorithm, and then there was so much information. So then from there, but that goes with everything. Like there's so many things where I just fell in line and I didn't want to question. And now I'm like, I think it honestly is just becoming a mum, like just becoming a mum where it's not so much about you anymore. Like, I don't care if whatever happens to me. Yeah. But like when it was about my baby, I'm like, hang on a sec. Like, no, you don't get to control that. Like that's, or whatever it is. I'm like, no, that's not up to you. So like, and like even homeschooling, like before when we were pregnant, I was like, oh, homeschool kids are weird. Like that was like a general consensus, particularly in Australia. Now I'm like, and Jesse's amazing. He just, if I say something, he's like, all right, I trust you. But like,
oh, you're stoked.
Yeah,
you're stoked.
Yeah.
What a good husband. Yeah.
It's a typical like private boy school, and like boy, and like he has the same friends from school, and they're still very close, and like amazing for him. So he wants that for his son. I know he does, but I'm like, babe, I'm homeschooling him. I'm not gonna just homeschool him. I'm gonna homeschool all of our children, because I don't want him to go somewhere for 6 hours every day for the first 20 years of his life, and I don't get that time with him and all my kids. I'm like, I'm gonna be home. Like, why wouldn't I keep the kids home and just like, I'm like, maybe for high school, if they decide they're older and they're like, hey, I actually want to go to school. But I'm like, while they're little, like nothing is more important than that secure attachment. And like, I look at your kids and I'm like, look how freaking advanced they are. Look at all the shit they're doing. And I think it was like a misunderstanding that you sit at a desk with your kid and you're there for.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first too. I thought we're too stupid to teach our kids.
Yeah. But I'm like,
that's what I thought.
Yep. No, you do activities, like, you do lessons, and you might have a tutor when they're a little bit older, and you're not just doing like your ABCs. And like, it's just, you, like hundreds of years ago, like we learned from our families, like, and we've lost that. And I do think that schools only teach you like programming. I think they want to program you to be a happy, get in line worker. And I don't want that for my son. I don't want that for any of my kids. So
there's a great account. Jeremy Kinnick runs it.
Okay.
He's a former CrossFit Games athlete. It's called like Homeschool something. And he has all sorts of great one-liners in there. And early on, he made some post about, hey, so you're going to send your kids behind a chain link fence 8 hours a day. And now every day when I'm going somewhere with my kids, I drive by a school and I see these kids behind a chain link fence. And I always think, holy shit.
That's me now. I never thought anything of it.
I was going to put my kids behind a chain link fence for 8 hours a day for the first 17 years of their life.
Mhm.
And there's some other really harsh things to say too. So I know this is pretty mean to say, because there's probably some really great teachers out there, but you're sending your kids off to someone who's a cog in the machine, who
Mhm.
wasn't smart enough to start their own business, who wasn't smart enough to, and now they're teaching your kids.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
And so now my kids gets to sit in a jiu-jitsu class, gets to sit next to parents who are professors at Stanford, or who have their own small businesses, or they get to talk to moms who have 4 kids.
Yeah.
And that's the education they're getting,
real experience and
and hanging out with their grandparents.
Yeah.
And learning languages. And it's so different.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but like the thought of like going into a teacher, and they're clearly a male or a female, but
no male teachers either. I don't trust male teachers either. Male teachers can get fucked. Sorry, Pedro, but
definitely not. But like they identify as, oh no, I'm actually Mr. blah blah, and it's like, no, you're not. Like you're like, my kid doesn't need to be involved in like your sexuality or what you identify in, or like like that kind of stuff. And there's stories here in Australia of kids being allowed to eat out of a dog bowl at school because they identify as a furry, and it's like, I will absolutely not have my child anywhere near that craziness.
I think we had kitty litter in one of our kids in a school in the United States. So because some kid wanted to poop or pee in a kitty litter box because they were a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is just a sign of horrific parenting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes. But on that, male teachers, when I was in high school, there was I know. At the time, I was kind of like, this is a bit weird, but there was a music teacher, and I feel like it's always the music teacher. And he was like so nice to me, And I was a bit of shit at school. Like I didn't want to be there. And I would go and hang out in the music room during, like, miss my lesson and go and hang out in the music room. But there were other kids there too. So I thought, oh, this is just like, he's just a cool teacher. Let's us hang out here. It's all good. Anyway, he like fast forward a few years, and he got jailed for like child like grooming and pedophilia. And I was like, oh my God, I felt violated, because I was like, I could have. And I remember there were comments he made back then that I was like, well, that was a bit weird, but nothing ever happened. But then fast forward a few years, like, well, clearly he was, those alarm bells, like he was a bit of a creep.
Was his name Craig Bridgeland?
Sorry?
Was his name Craig Bridgeland?
Oh, no, but he's also, yeah, that's kind of a
little weird, man.
And drugs and alcohol involved there also with Craig.
The thing is, like, as a cop, you really realize you don't know anyone. You don't know people. Like, you think you know someone, and like I've gone to do search warrants for like kiddie porn and stuff, like seizing laptops and all that kind of stuff with like the CPRU crews that do that. And they're like regular people with families, and the wives will know. And it's like, what? Like, it's, so you never really know someone. Like, I'm never surprised by that kind of stuff. It never really surprises me. But what did surprise me was that there was a Sam that commented, and she's actually a copper, and she said she dated him, and it was interesting because I thought, wow, I thought we were better at like a judge of character as coppers. But yeah, and she said there's a domestic violence order between them and all sorts of stuff. So he's clearly
one of the chicks that this dude was dating was a cop.
Yeah, that Jenny posted like one of the comments. It was from a Sam girl, and she said like he like was violent, and me and his child and the mom of that child like had to like run away, and like there was a big comment. And she's a cop, and like she's a cop where I am, and I was like, maybe that happened before she became a cop. I don't know, but I was like, oh wow, I'm a better judge of character than that. But you never really know. That's the thing. You never really know someone, and then they might start showing their true colors, and it might be like at a point where you're kind of like, fuck, where do I go from here? So I don't know the full story around that.
It does seem like people who what comes out of their mouth is so straight and narrow and puritanical and like perfect are the ones that are often you're like, yo, what's up? Like you finally realize they're overcompensating for some deep, dark secrets that they have. Like they really have like this thick shell in front of them that makes them look one way because underneath it, they're protecting these thoughts and behaviors that they don't want anyone to see.
For sure. We've had lots of jobs where I'm from, and I mean it happens everywhere, but we've had lots of jobs of, you know, someone's reported, like the grandchild or like a little girl's reported, like Poppy or whoever, uncle or whatever, has been inappropriate or been touching them or whatever's happened, and the next day that they've chopped themselves, and I'm like, well, that's
What's that mean? Killed themselves?
Killed themselves. I'm like,
what do you call it? Topped
them, like top themselves.
You and the English have such great words for stuff.
You know, it's funny, when we got here, I was like mesmerized by anyone that was speaking. I was like, oh, they sound so cool. And then someone said to me, oh, I just love the way you talk. I was like, really? I love the way that you guys talk.
You guys can get away. You and the English people can get away with saying the craziest shit, but you guys make it sound so proper. We're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, we'll roll with it.
yeah. Top. That's topped or tossed?
Like top. Like
T-O-P. Okay.
T-O-P-E-D. Yeah.
Hey, how long are you staying in the States after you do this competition at Mayhem?
Yeah, so we drive to Cookville tomorrow. We're going to do Friday, Saturday. This comp's on Saturday, so Saturday. And then Sunday, we're driving back to Nashville, getting on a flight back to LA. We were staying for 2 or 3 more days in LA. We're going to do Disneyland on the other end, like on the back end. But Jesse's ringing about the flights today, just because my brother's on more. We're just going to see if we can get an earlier flight. But otherwise, I really want to come back next year for the games, actually. I've been like low-key like, hey, the games would be fun next year. But it's like the 20th, isn't it? Next year, it's like supposed to be a big one.
Yeah, the 20th. Yeah, in San Jose, which is a cool town. The whole Bay Area is pretty cool. Yeah,
so I might come back for the games next year just to obviously spectate. Yeah.
I have to introduce you to Sarah Cox. She's the owner of Biomax Peptides, and she's Australian. And she's Australian. Really? Yeah, and she's Australian through and through.
Yeah.
And she absolutely like loves her country, and she's all, no matter what I say, she's like, Australia's better, and you have to meet her. She's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and she lives down in Southern California, also in Newport Beach, which is like,
yeah, I've heard you say that.
Maybe like 40 miles south of LA.
Yeah. Well, when we go back, we were going to stay somewhere in between. We still haven't booked it, which is probably good because we might get an earlier flight now. But somewhere in between the LA airport and, is it Disneyland or Disney World? Whatever.
Disneyland, I think. Yeah.
World in Florida.
So yeah, we were still looking, and I think was Newport Beach like kind of like horizontal, like down? Oh, not horizontal, like down from there.
Yeah, directly. Yeah, basically directly south, right on the beach there.
Yeah, so that was one of the ones we were like, oh, maybe we'll. Yeah. Who knows?
And Newport Beach is amazing.
That's what I've heard. And the Airbnb were like $500 like up north, and then like as soon as you come down, it was like $1,500.
Yeah, it is so nice down there.
Yeah.
So you tell me about how you got in this situation with what you're doing at Mayhem and how you got in this situation.
Yeah. So
Sorry. Let me ask you a different question. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you meet Jesse. And you're not doing CrossFit. And so you started it again when you realized his mom owned the gym?
Yeah, so I was seeing Jesse, and then I saw that photo, and I realized that was his mom. And then I started again, Okay. And when I started, I was like, I'd never done, like I call it Fat 45. I don't know if you have that here, like Fit 45, F45 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I call it Fat 45, but I was doing that. So like I could run and I could bike and whatever, but I was like soft and like no body comp, like not good. And I'd never done a deadlift, and I couldn't do a pull up, and I was retarded. And so I walked into CrossFit, and like the growth in that first year like was incredible. And obviously like that's just, and having Jesse's mum as a role model, like she's a beast. Like she was everything I aspired to be. But yeah, in that first year, the growth was incredible.
You remember getting your first pull-up?
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah, I remember my first like all movements. And that's the thing, like new people will come to our gym now and they're like, oh my God, I'm like, you don't even know. Like, I didn't do gymnastics as a kid. I didn't like, the only thing I did as a kid was run. So like my cardio was always kind of good, like base. Like I was so uncoordinated. Any of the gymnastic stuff was so much harder for me to learn. And then the weightlifting, like I'm a weak dog. Like I'm not very heavy. So like the weights that I lift in comparison to like the girls on the elite floor, like I'm never gonna catch them. Like there's no way unless I eat a cow. Like there's no way. So I remember all my firsts. I remember like, and I'm still like learning and growing, but yeah, new people will come in like, you're so good. I'm like, you have no idea. Like I'll show you a video of me starting, because we all start there, but that's the beauty of CrossFit. Like you keep turning up and you're gonna the results are inevitable. Like you gonna
how many years do you have under your belt now?
Well, I started in 2018, so I think the 7.
That's when you met Jesse in 2018.
I actually met him in 2017, but we
Okay.
didn't date until 2018. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So now you have 8 years under your belt.
Yeah.
And then when did you start competing?
Funny stories. I'd never done any comps before, and then I think it was must have been 2020, around there. The Torian Pro do the community event outside, and the community event is kind of anyone that didn't make it inside, like in the elite teams or the elite indies, like they're still really good outside. Anyway, so there was a team of 4, and Kate and Alex, the owners of the gym, were like, oh, like, would you be in the team? I was like, I am not good enough. I'd never done a comp before. And then I was like, you know what? Exciting. It's a good time to grow, like, and be pushed. And oh, yep, that's the year. What year was that?
God, 232 weeks ago. Wow. Like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. And so I'd never done a comp before. And the first event outside in front of like so many people was a max clean and jerk or something. And it was me clean and jerking, and then the crowd was like a meter in front of me, and I literally looked at my coach Alex, and I was like shaking and like couldn't even string a sentence together because I was so nervous. I was like, I can't lift. And he's like, yes, you can, get out there. But once I got that, it was just because everyone was so close that I was like, oh my God, I can't focus. But once I got that out of the way, it was so much fun. And I look back and I'm like, oh my God, we were literally babies there, but we had so much fun. And we've done that. I've done the community stuff outside most years. And it's cutthroat. Like that competition out there, it is pretty cutthroat. But yeah, super fun.
That's you on the left. Look at you. You're a little girl.
Yeah, just a baby.
And that's your mother, and that's your mother-in-law now? That's wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, she's so young.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's awesome.
I got old.
I've had to keep I'm onto her about tagging you and Dave Castro and shit. I'm like, can you please stop tagging them in your story?
No, tag away. Tag away. What? No, tag away.
She doesn't care what I say. She does it anyway. She's her own woman. But she's a beast. Yeah.
That was such a funny moment on the show. I think it was a Dave Castro weekend review, and David talked about you trying to come from Australia and raise money. Yeah. And then we were ogling your photos, and then you're like, hey guys, I'm here. And we're like, oh shit.
Because so then we were at like so Jesse's mom Kate, she had a dinner at her place, and Jesse has 2 other brothers, and one of the brothers, his name's Cohen, the youngest brother, and he's very emotional and very protective. And he's like, who's this fucking Sevon fucking commenting, and how dare he? And then me and Kate like come in like hawks, like from the back, like, you shut your mouth about Sevon. Like, we love him. We went in the bat for you. And like, it's just so funny because me and Kate are like, we always listen to your stuff, and we're like, no, it's a comedy show. Like, it's funny. Like, he's like, I don't find that funny. I'm like, oh my God.
I know it's a rough entry into the show. It's a rough.
Oh, I love it. It's great.
It's how we keep the softies out. Okay. So then tell me about the Service Cup. How does that, you see it pop up, and is it your idea to enter it?
Well, my coach Alex, so Kate's partner, we spoke about like, oh, you know, because he could enter it as an affiliate owner or CrossFit staff, or there was a division that they could enter. So we're like, oh, well, maybe we'll do it together. And then there was this week that we were doing these workouts, and Alex was beating me in all the workouts, and I was like, man, he's trying hard. Like there's some workouts he'll beat me, but in the day-to-day training, like I'm usually whooping his ass.
Yeah.
And he was beating me, and I was like, why are you trying so hard? And he's like, it's the service cup. And I was like, so they had just programmed them as the box squad. And I got to Wednesday, and I'd just been coasting, and like I was like, oh shit, all right. And I hadn't recorded anything. So from that Wednesday, I started recording and like trying. And then I had to go back and repeat the 2 that I hadn't recorded. And yeah, I just submitted the scores. And then I think the night before, I was sitting 3rd for law enforcement in the world.
Wow.
And I was like, there was a thruster burpee workout, and I was like, I think I can skim some time off this. Like a couple of seconds in this really fast workout is going to jump me up a lot. And I didn't want to do any of the long ones because there's more taxing on the body. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to repeat this one. And I did. I popped up to 2nd place, and then I was like, because so what happens is the first person, so Megan Apostoliris, got the came first. So she gets the invite from CrossFit, and then they pick, like the person that gets first picks a pair. So the rules are that pair has to come from the same division. So law enforcement with law enforcement. You can't mix and match.
Okay.
So like ideally the strongest team is 1st and 2nd place. So I said to Kate, I said, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I, you know, got invited with the 1st place? And then I opened a message on my phone from Megan, and I was like, I knew this was going to happen. I was like, I'm from Australia. Like, that's so far. And with a 1-year-old who hates a 30-minute drive in the car, let alone like a 14-hour flight, I was like,
oh, I know her. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I follow her. I couldn't put a face to it. Yeah, this chick's rad.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. So she asked me to come, and so we're pairing up. Yeah, she's actually like, what's the time? She actually boarded a flight like not even an hour ago. And I told her that we might send her a link to get her one.
Shall I send her a link?
Yeah, I can send you her phone number if you like.
Or can you send her the link?
Oh yeah, I can forward it on to her. She's awesome. So she invited me. So like the whole thing about me.
Does she do Sentinel? Does Taylor train her?
Does, yeah.
Oh, so that's how I know her. Okay. Okay. God, what a small world. This is crazy. I know.
Yeah.
What a small world.
Taylor and Bryson are coming to like coach us or coach.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. And then Jenny's also coming, because I messaged Jenny. I said, is it worth it? Like, is this competition worth me traveling all this way?
Have you met Jenny?
I haven't.
Taylor? Oh, you're going to love her. Yeah, she is awesome.
Sometimes on like on Instagram, and I send her some stuff. Oh yeah, she said she's on the plane. So I wonder if
Jenny's the greatest wingman. Like you will be so stoked. Like if she's so aware, like if like she's so aware, it's crazy. You're stoked. And Taylor and Bryson are great too. Taylor's a great wingman too. He'll be like, you're stoked. You guys are gonna have a blast. They're so fun.
I'm like, yeah, I'm so stoked, because I'm like,
they're tough, but they're lovely people. They're tough, but they're nice. Oh, you're gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's the thing. I'm like, I don't even care. Like competition. Like we're just gonna have so much fun. And like Taylor, like, you know, like some people, you know, they're so sensitive, and there's people that definitely don't like the way he interacts. I'm like, I love it. Like Aussies are like,
he should have been Australian.
Yeah, 100%. Like I mimic his like Ricky Garrard. Ricky Garrard, you fucking like if anyone ever says Ricky Garrard here, I'm like, Ricky Garrard, you're like I always do it. Like I just love it. So it'll be super fun. But there was a funny story. Because I'm training at Proven at the moment.
I've never wanted to go somewhere. Now I want to go. I'm like, damn. Damn, you guys are gonna have so much fun.
You missed out. But I'm training at Proven, and on Monday or Tuesday, it was like our first drop in, and there was a lady there, and like super jacked, like hot, like
Was her name Tia? Was her name Tia?
No, Tia's in Australia at the moment, I think.
Oh.
And yeah, she comes up and she's like, "Oh, can we share a barbell?" And we're snatching. And I was like, "Girl, you're like jacked. Like, how much are you gonna be snatching?" And she's like, "Oh, like worked it out to be about similar to what I'd be snatching." So anyway, and she was really cool, and we were vibing, we were talking. And I was like, "Oh yeah, like I've got this comp." We were talking about that, and like Jenny from Dance Updates is coming, and her face like is like she can't hide her emotions. Like, oh. I was like, "Oh, I'm going in 7 on Friday." She's like, "Oh,
awesome."
Yeah, and she's like, "How did you get in with that crew?" And I was like, "Oh, like I'm not like in with that crew, but like my partner is like friends with me, Jenny, and like explain it." It turns out that it's such a funny. I was like, "Why doesn't?" Anyway, it's DB's best friend.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh shit! Like you don't like them? Like, this is so awkward."
Very interesting.
We love Danielle. I wish Danielle could appreciate our deep love for her. It sucks.
I know. And I said that. I said, "Oh, like, like it'd be so good if she'd go back on there, like just lean into it." But that the girl's name was Alex, and she was really cool. And she explained some things about like that whole DB situation. And like at the end of the day, I think Danielle's just like dug her heels in, and she's very stubborn and very set in her beliefs, and which is so fun for her.
Yeah.
Like you can't hold a grudge forever. Like half the reason I love Danielle like so much, or loved like particularly when she put out the stuff about like her upbringing, because I'm like I can relate to that.
Yeah.
But I kind of fell in love with her as an athlete from this show, like listening to her talk with you, and like was so lighthearted. And then when it went a little bit like and I get that she's protecting her friends or like rad or whatever, but like when she got like really serious, and
I want to say to Danielle, how did you fall in with those people? How did you fall in
like,
with those?
Cool,
yeah, like how did you fall in with those people?
Yeah. But the Alex girl that I met, she was actually really cool. So but yeah, I thought that was
small world, man.
Such a small world. Such a small world.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never run into it. Proven. Did
you train when you were in LA when you first got there too? Were you trying to get some training in?
Oh, I was trying. So I'm worried that I'm gonna get to Mayhem and be full Kale Lehman, because in LA,
oh shit,
I'm gonna be on Hillers like because I'm full Kale Lehman at the moment. But when I went to LA, I was trying to find a CrossFit gym, and there's so many, and it's like, all right, we'll just pick one. And then so I did. And I don't think Megan can come on. She said she's on the plane, and
all right, that's fine.
Whatever. And so I picked one, and it was like $100 to do, but like in Aussie money, that's like $150. So like $150 for the week. And I was like, all right, like it's better than just paying $30 every time. So I'll just sign up. And then I went, and like when you go to a CrossFit gym, usually like the coach will come over and introduce themselves and like show you around, or like I wasn't asking for much, but like no one approached me. Like no one, like I had to like poke my head and be like, "Hey, like I'm just like out here, like I hope I'm not in the way." Like no one gave a shit. No one spoke to me. It was so
that sucks.
Yeah, it was like kind of like screwed their noses up, and I was like, "Oh, like sorry that I'm here." Like so I only went there 3 times, and I just did my extras.
Welcome to LA. Welcome to LA. That's so crazy.
Yeah. And then I did my extras, and then I just went back to the hotel gym, and they had a dog shit hotel gym. But I actually did some of the Sentinel like hotel workouts in that gym. So I tried to do a little bit, but there's nothing quite like training in a CrossFit gym with those people. Nothing pushes you. So then when we got to Nashville, we've been training at Proven, and it's so much better. Like they run a tight ship there, like very tight ship. Like the equipment is pristine. The coaches are second to none. Like I coach CrossFit just once a week at my gym, and it really made me like put in perspective, like we run, like we're pretty loose, like professional, but we're pretty loose in the way that like, we're listening to the Proven coaches and like how they articulate themselves and the structure and the, like they run a really tight ship there. So I've been just doing the class there and just doing some extra stuff after, and they've been so nice and so accommodating, and like they don't know, like they don't care who I am, like they don't I'm no one, like, and I'm just a regular.
You know what bums me out, Shenae, is Shenae.
Yeah.
I don't know any Shenae, so every time I say your name.
Well, you call me Shayna. That's what you've been calling me.
Oh, I've been calling you Shayna, but it's Shenae. Oh, okay. Shenae. I'll probably still call you Shayna. Sorry. Shenae. It is the service cup. And like I should have I feel kind of stupid that like there's a guy there, Dusty Highland in LA. And if I would have known that you were going there and I would have given it some forethought, I would have set you up with him. He's like OG CrossFitter, masters athlete. He would have taken you under his wing and like, you know what I mean? He would have made sure like you had whatever you wanted. Like you should be, you're representing the base of the community. Really, it's not known to a lot of people, but for all of us who've been around a while, the true base of CrossFit is first responders. It's the military, it's EMTs, it's cops, it's firefighters, and it still is, and it probably always will be, because those are the only people who really, really need to do CrossFit in order to survive their day-to-day work. And so that really bums me out. That you got that, but it doesn't surprise me. LA, New York, all our big cities, the people there have become numb to just basic cordialness. And everyone has a wall up, and it is Sevon pictures a different person as a Shenae. Yeah, I totally do. I totally do.
Is she a girl of color? Because I always
yes.
Name. I always said it's like, that's not a black name. I'm like, it literally is like Shenae. Hey, Shenae.
Yeah. Shenae's a black girl's name who's like on Saturday Night Live or something.
No one ever agrees with me. Like,
no, well, they're wrong.
And then I wanted to name.
Hey, they're lying to you. They know.
They know, right? I wanted to name.
They're the racists here.
Yeah.
When we were talking about kids' names, I liked the name Malachi, and then my partner, Jesse, was like, "Oh, that's such a black name," and I was like, "That's a beautiful name," but apparently Shenae is not a black name. I'm like, okay, anyway.
Yeah, it would be like if someone told you you don't know this, but like Sevon, if your name is Sevon, you're Armenian.
Yeah.
Like it's a lake, but it's a lake in Armenia. Like Armenians know it. You're not like, hey, that's a Swedish guy. I mean, if you're Armenian, you just know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Mayhem, and then I don't understand the team thing. You don't compete against Megan. Who are you going to compete against?
So there's 5 divisions: police, fire, medical, military, and teachers. So Caroline Prevost is in the teachers. So she actually won the Service Cup. She was top, of course, because she's a games athlete. She's a big dog. And so we're all competing for our service. So me and Megan will pair up, and then they will each have their own pair. And so there's only 5 divisions, women, and 5 teams, and then 5 teams male. So so it's super intimate, and I do believe that this is the first year that they're kind of like making a bigger deal out of it. Like they want it to be like a bigger thing. So there's been a lot of media stuff in the background that'll probably get like promoted and pushed during and after the fact. But yeah, so we don't know any of the workouts. Tomorrow check-ins at like 2:00, and that it's been described that it's going to be like kind of like we go in like the games, like there'll be clothes and there'll be goodies and like a bit of an experience, and then we do an athlete dinner, also briefing, and then an athlete dinner. But in the briefing, they said we might find out one workout. I don't know. So we don't know any of the workouts. We don't know how many events, which I think is so fun. We're just going to go.
That is fun.
Yeah. It's an even playing field except for Caroline because she's a beast. But my partner's a beast too. She can snatch 85 kilos. I'm like, girl, I can only I cleaned 90 recently, and I thought I was like God's gift. I was like, oh my God, I cleaned 90 kilos. And she's snatching 85. I'm like, so
hey, you're gonna love it there.
Yeah.
Rich, Rory, Jake Lockhart, Angelo, Dom. I mean, those are really you're gonna really like it there. They have really good people there who are used to dealing with people, and you're gonna love it there. The Mayhem Empire is a great, great place.
And that's actually why my mother-in-law, so my mother-in-law and she's like an auntie of the gym, Jackie, they traveled from Australia to come and watch. Jackie was a part of the service games military. So she's very involved in. She's a veteran now, but very involved in military and like supporting and promoting. So they've traveled from Australia to watch me, but mainly like me, yes, but mainly like it is such an experience to go to Mayhem and to see like something that they're putting on like that and like be a part of it. But yeah, so we're regardless of the event, like Jesse's like, are you excited? I'm like, oh, I don't even care about the event. Like just being there with like the people, Taylor, Jenny, Bryson, I've got to give him throw his name in there. But you know,
Mr. Del Monte.
Forget about Bryson.
I hope he'll shake my hand when I see him. I saw that he didn't even shake Dave's. That was
I think Dom is hot.
Oh,
Who doesn't? Hey, make sure I know some people will go there and they won't want to bug Rich or Angelo or okay, bug them. They're so cool.
I'm pretty sure my partner, she definitely said that she's gonna hump Rich's leg if she sees him. So
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be
Totally okay to hump his leg. It's all they're such good dudes.
And that's the thing with Megan. Like she's super cool. Like she's a big fan of your show, which for me was like, okay, we're gonna get along. Like you're not sensitive and you're not woke and you're not fucking like you're not retarded. So like
These are really you're going into a cave of love. I really can't say enough about how they're warm people. Like when Rich shows up at the games or you see the Mayhem crew at the games, like always, all their coaches are so warm. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's open arms. I know a lot of people will see Rich and then not want to bug him, but like you can't bug him. He is like, all those dudes are cool. I really suggest you say hi to Jake Lockhart too. I think he's like their head coach. They're great.
For sure. If my mother,
I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you.
If my mother-in-law tagging you and every Tom, Dick, and Harry in every post isn't enough to say she's not gonna just not bug anyone. She's gonna be up in their grill, like, you know, it's exciting. My mother-in-law, her dog is named Froning.
Like, oh wow.
Froning, like that's like she made the trip, you know.
Wow. I'm just so excited for you. You're gonna have so much fun with Taylor. Everywhere Taylor goes, he thinks he owns the place. And so he makes everyone feel comfortable. Like, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. And I also I told you I brought some like Aussie treats. So like have you had a Vegemite?
No.
Yeah, it's like you have
like somebody sent me some when I was deployed, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
That's what Danielle's friend thought when she mentioned our name. The same reaction you gave to Vegemite.
Yeah. Do you guys have like Marmite or like something similar here? And
I don't think we make anything that disgusting. I don't think Americans.
Oh, okay.
What is Vegemite?
So Vegemite, it's like a paste that you put. Well, we eat it on toast. So like we slap on some butter and then we put on some Vegemite, and it's like kind of like salty and like tangy. I don't know. Aussies love it. Like I grew up eating Vegemite. Like I love it. So I brought you all
brown
some Vegemite.
Australian spread from yeast extract, vegetables, and spices.
Maybe I just
it looks like mud. It looks like mud.
It does look like mud. It doesn't look like something you want to eat, but it's an acquired taste. We love it here. So I brought you some Vegemite. I brought some Tim Tams. You know what Tim Tams are, right? Sure.
Nope.
Those are good. That's like
oh my god.
What's a Tim Tam?
Right? Yeah.
Is that Asian food?
No, it's Aussie. So everything I brought you guys is Aussie stuff.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah. So I brought you Tim Tams. And Milo. I brought you Milo. Do you know what Milo is? Like it's kind of like a hot chocolate or like but it's an Aussie.
Shenae, this Vegemite says it has a umami flavor, and that's like one of those flavors that like I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Oh. That's like you have to have Asian friends to know what umami is. I think that's like a taste bud that they only Japanese people have.
I don't know, but and there's a couple of other little bits of chocolate and stuff that it's from Australia. So you're not going to buy it in the States unless they have like an Aussie sending it over or whatever. But yeah, so I've got you, Bryson, and Taylor. They have to share. Jenny, and then I think I got Rich one as well, like just a little pack. So
if you didn't, you can give Rich mine.
Hopefully
I'll eat it. If it makes it to me, I'll eat it. I'll make my kids eat the Vegemite. Yeah.
hoping it does make it to use or to you. But yeah, you'll have to do a video, a live review of you trying Vegemite at least, because people that don't know Vegemite, yeah.
Have you looked at the competition? The girls you're going against, like in the fire and the medical and the teacher. Have you looked at them?
Yeah, the only one, honestly, that I know is Caroline Prebo.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know that obviously, and when we actually had a interview with Bella Martin, my partner and I, to do like some questions about like who we are and policing and all that stuff, and she did say to us, "Oh, you know, I think your main competition will be the teachers." So it's Caroline and whoever her partner is. But I do think that we might be the only team that has like our first and second, which would be the strongest team essentially. So we don't know. We'll see. But again, I'm not feeling very fit right now. I imagine though, when I've got Taylor screaming on the floor,
And he will be screaming.
and then my mother-in-law on the other side, like I've got no option. Like I'm gonna have to go.
Well, will this be streamed?
I don't think it'll be streamed, but I know that Jenny will be doing some like videoing. I think Patrick Rios.
Oh yeah, Rios.
He did say he might come out and do some behind the scenes. And I don't know, last year Mayhem did a behind the scenes for this as well. And from what Bella was saying, they're trying to make it like they're trying to grow it. So I imagine they will do some filming considering like the resources that they have there. But I don't know. I don't think it'll be live streamed. I think it'll be
Oh, Jenny said she'll go live. Oh, awesome. And Jenny, you can go live on YouTube also if you don't want to go live on Instagram, or maybe you can do both simultaneously. That'll be cool. Hey, where are you staying when you go to Cookville? Are you guys staying? Did you guys get an Airbnb or a hotel?
So all the athletes actually got they pay for the accommodation.
Wow.
Yeah, which was like it's only 2 nights, but it's still like amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Megan asked me, I said, "Oh, it's all good if I bring like my partner and my baby who, you know, sleeps on the boob all night, and then my auntie and my mother-in-law, and we'll just bunk in together." And she was kind of like, I was like, "No, I'm kidding. I've got my own Airbnb." So I actually think
you really are from the ghetto.
I think Jenny's actually going to be staying with Megan in that room, but we're staying at some apartment in Cookville. Not sure. My partner booked it.
All right, cool.
So yeah, not far. It's close to the gym. Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited for you. I hope that Jenny does figure out a way to get down there with her phone and stream it.
Yeah, she's on her way. I think they drive this afternoon. Like they're driving through towards Cookville. I think Taylor and Bryson are as well.
Do you think your partner knows how cool you are, Jesse?
I think so.
Yeah.
But he's also super freaking cool. Like
yeah.
when we had a baby, like we both went through this transition of like what should be. Like I went through before I had a baby, I was so structured and rigid and like, you know, I was a hard ass and like not emotional at all. And then like in that, like in the like during the labor, like the shift happened where he's like protector, provider, care, like, and I'm like soft and gooey and like nurturing person that I wasn't before. But like I think he's really cool. I'm not one to voice it though, so he's always like, "Do you think like, you know, like you're good, like and we're good?" I'm like, "No, like we're good." Like I imagine I see myself with him forever. Like I wouldn't have had a baby with him if I didn't, but there's still no ring on my finger, but that's another story.
Interesting.
Hey, I didn't marry my wife until she was pregnant with the twins.
Oh, there you go. He's got
yeah.
To be honest, I came from a broken family, so marriage for me it's never been like some girls like live for the wedding and live to be the bride. Like I'm like, I don't really care. Like I go to weddings and I'm like, oh, whatever. So I always said that we would elope. I'm like, I have no interest in spending 50, 80 grand on a wedding. Like let's elope somewhere beautiful with our baby and then go on a bougie holiday. Like it's the wedding thing for me. It's never really been the desire. I'm like, oh, I don't really care. Like a ring would be nice, but we got
married. Actually, you know, I was in a shopping mall and there was a Tiffany's there. It's a jewelry store. I don't know if they have that in Australia.
Yep.
And I went in there and I said, "You just have a plain gold ring?" And they said, "Yeah." And it wasn't expensive. I mean, it was $400. It was a gold ring. And I
Mhm.
gave it to my wife and I said, "Hey, I got you this because I never want you to have to worry about it. I don't care how much it gets scratched up, beat up. You want to work out with it.
Mhm.
This is yours. I just want you to have this." And then we got married in a courthouse and our son Avi was there and he was probably 2 years old at the time. But I will say this, and neither of us wanted to get married. We got married because we started getting concerned that if one of us died, that it would like fuck everything up and we wanted it to be easier for the other person.
Yeah.
But once we got married, I also had another shift.
Yeah.
It was so weird. It's like what you said about shifting when you had the baby.
Mhm.
Something definitely shifted in my relationship with her. Like I probably had never given so much thought to how important commitment was to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was cool. I have a question for you. Are you happier now as a woman
100%. As
letting
mom?
and like this mushiness that overcame you? Or
Yeah.
do you feel more yourself than
Yeah.
ever before?
Yes. 100%. 100%. The shift that happened when I became a mom and I'm the mushy, nurturing, patient was never in my
Yeah.
no. Like I'm so like I'm chill now. And like I had no control over being that way now. Like it just happened.
Yeah.
And like people ask me like, if you had to
Hey,
ask me,
that's probably because your husband makes you feel safe too. I don't mean to take away any credit from you.
yep,
But
100%.
but probably my wife doesn't think she's patient, but she's beyond patient. But yeah, probably your husband makes you feel safe, and so you don't have to keep your head up on a swivel, right?
So he takes care of everything, and then I take and that's the thing. Like the thought of going back to work, it doesn't have to be a thought, and I don't have to stress about it. I feel so light because of it, because he's got it covered. Like he's got us covered. It 100%. And that's why it is male, mum, or like the husband, the wife, and the baby. And they work and they have different roles for a reason. And like one thing when
he trusts your judgment with the baby. So when you're like, "Hey, I went to the doctor, I felt uncomfortable with what they were doing," even if he has intellectual thought against it, he gives you that same trust so that you make him patient.
For sure. There's been a few of those moments. And the first one was I said, I'm sorry, I'm his mum and I know you're his dad, but I don't want to vaccinate him anymore. And I can't live with myself if something happens. There's risk either way. I get that, but my decision is no. But there's been a few like hospital visits, your first year of parenting, like, oh my God, what's going on? So you take them to the hospital and they want to do X, Y, Z. And I always push back and ask, like, is that necessary? Do we need to do that? What's the outcome if we don't do that? Where Jesse would be like, oh, I think we should just do it, But I'm like, no. And he trusts once I, say, no, we're not doing that. He trusts that judgment. And one thing about like the mother's instinct, it's just second to none. Like it's just something that you can't even explain. And we have different roles for a different purpose. And like breastfeeding, like when I first started breastfeeding in the newborn stages, I thought it was so hard. Like it was like so consuming. And I'm still breastfeeding 16 months in. At the time, my goal was like 8 weeks. And I was like, oh my God, I might kill myself before 8 weeks. Like that is such a long time. And my lactation consultant said to me, like, you just need to accept that you can produce milk and your body can do that for a reason. And there's a reason that he doesn't do that, but he can go to work and provide for the family.
Wow, that's a bold thing to say. That's cool.
Yeah, she said a few things that like at the time, and not in a judgment to way at all, but she'd say them and they'd click later on. I was like, oh my God, she said them in the way, like articulated herself in a way that was so gentle and caring, but like a stiff, like, Shenae, like fucking pull your head in. Like you're the mum. You should be breastfeeding your baby. He doesn't need to give a bottle because he's going to work and he's doing other things to support the family. Like we have roles for different reasons and we're designed a particular way,
I never bottle fed any of my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never like, I just bring water to my wife and food and made sure the pillowcases were clean and like, you know what I mean? And like
in the early days, did, but I was so uneducated. And a few things like I did that I was like even using a dummy, like, because Maddox will use me as a dummy all night, but that's actually how God intended us to be. Like,
right.
the
What
reason
do you mean as a dummy, just just keep his mouth on your, just
yeah,
suckling.
just suckling all night, but
Yeah.
it actually is
all my kids did that too. Yeah.
it
Sorry, go
affects-
ahead.
The reason babies do that is it affects the way our jaws are designed and the way our face structure, you know, like develops. Like, there's a reason that we suckle, and when we suckle on our thumb, you know that we get the palate will open outwards, and when we suck on a dummy, it will change the way that we're actually supposed to develop our jaw.
Oh,
Like, so some
that's
people
why I want to suckle every night. I'm doing jaw alignment.
me as a dummy, and I'm like, no, like, that's actually how babies aren't programmed, like, with any malicious intent. Like, they only do what they know is like survival. Like, they just want to feed and sleep and like all these things. But yeah, so we did dummies and we did bottles at the early days, and now whenever I see a baby with a dummy, I'm like, oh, why?
What's a dummy? A pacifier?
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, no, don't do that. But I've like full swing, and I do say, like, it did take me a few months to awaken, as in like,
right.
And a few people, and that lactation consultant, she was a godsend. She was like the reason that we are still breastfeeding now. But like, even now, like, some people will be like, oh, you're still breastfeeding? I'm like naturally babies, and I'm not going to be breastfeeding my 7-year-old, but naturally throughout evolution, babies stop breastfeeding between 2 and 7. So like,
wow.
he's only 16 months. Like, I'm going to feed him probably till he's 2, and then we'll see what happens from there. But like, I'm also not going to force him off. We're just going to keep doing. I actually also don't know how to get him off me at this point. He's ridiculously obsessed. Like, it's like, I don't even know how to stop. Like, yeah, because I don't know if you know anything about weaning a baby off the boob.
I don't, but you know what's crazy? When my wife was breastfeeding Avi at 18 months, and then she was and the babies were about to come, like, in another 2 or 3 months, the twins.
Yeah.
And someone told her, I think her doula or midwife said, hey, if you don't break him now, when the babies come, he will resent them.
Oh my God.
Because then you'll have to break him, and he'll make that connection.
For sure.
And so I don't know how she did it, but she did it. And then and right away, like I could see he was suspicious of them for the first 24 hours they showed up on the scene.
And they were on the boob.
And they were on the boob. But I'm so glad that she broke before. And then the second set of babies just broke by themselves.
Yeah.
Like around, I don't know, I'm just making this up, I think 15 months.
Yeah,
the same way we didn't have to potty train the second ones either, because they're just chasing their brother. They're like, fuck diapers.
Yeah, they see.
They see.
Yeah. So we're not forcing anything, like, even, you know, potty training. I'm like, I'm not forcing, like, when we get signs that he's ready for it. And like, we've been traveling as well. Like, we're not gonna do anything while we're away, but we're not forcing anything. Like, he'll do things in his own time. And that's just the way that we were designed to be. But yeah.
Wow, I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad I got to meet you.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I feel like you've broken one of your rules of not, you know, I've heard you say not to have listeners on.
Well, unless they do something extraordinary. You're doing something extraordinary. Yeah.
The listener. There's not a show that I've missed, I reckon.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so funny, because I had no idea when Dave. I had no idea. That's so funny.
I'm such a stickler that I'll play yours, and then, like, even if it's a week in review of Dave's, I'll have to go and play his too to give him the view. And like my YouTube, like, Jesse thinks it's ridiculous that I have YouTube Premium, but I'm like, I can't do ads. Like, I watch too much.
No, fuck
ads. But yes.
Hey, what time is it? Do you get to see the show live in the morning in Australia? No. It's like 1 a.m. there now, or like 2 a.m. probably now. But yeah, I always watch, and that's the thing. While I've been in the US, there's been a few that I can jump on live. I'm like, oh, this is so nice. There are some that you'll do where it'll be super late at night. You might jump on in the afternoon. I don't know what it is there, but and I'll jump in, but then I'm like falling asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, every so often I'll throw in a comment, but and the funny thing is, when I first started listening to your show, like, years ago, Jesse went to log into my YouTube, or like use my YouTube for some reason. And because you know how you have people in the comments with those stupid names like Bendover or whatever.
Oh yeah. Dick
like,
butter.
Bag.
Was one of those names. I'm gonna like guilty conscience here. And it was like Jenny Taylor. And I used to comment dumb shit.
Oh, that's awesome. I never think those are girls.
Yeah, they are. We're cool.
I thought it was only like boys who are stuck being 14 years old like me.
No.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So then Jesse, he went to like use my YouTube. He's like, what the fuck is this name? And I was like, oh my God. And he's like, what are all these like $2.99? Because like I'd have to like pay to get my comment brought up or whatever. He's like, you're spending money on YouTube. I'm like, oh, you don't even want to know.
Hey, David Weed loved you from the beginning, I promise you. But now that he knows you were genitalia, he's like, oh my, he probably never thought he wanted to get married. Now he probably wants to marry you.
Well,
That's
I don't
crazy. That's crazy. Did you spell it like this? That's a crazy spell.
Yeah, exactly. But it was two
Wow.
words. It was Jenny, and then the last name was Talia.
Wow. Look at David. David's probably smoking a cigarette right now. He's probably all.
You know, like we're being honest. We can talk about these things. Like there's a few people in the chat. They can come forward too if they'd like.
Yeah.
Let us know, CrossFat. Let us know who you are.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Thank you very much. I can't wait. We'll be watching Dense Updates. We'll be watching your Instagram at Shenae Watson. Thank you so much for coming on.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're more wonderful than I even imagined. Tell Jesse I said hi. Tell Megan I said hi. Tell Kate I'm glad she got you back into CrossFit.
Tell her to stop tagging you and shit.
All the time. Please do it.
Thanks.
All right, dear. Have a good day.
See ya.
Bye. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He's awesome.
I hate to say this.
Say it.
Australian people are just cooler than us.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
A little bit. It's cool though.
I wish we could trade like 1 million of our people for like 1 million of their people.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, even David agrees 100%. Yeah, they're so much cooler than us.
Yeah.
There's hardly any cool left in the US.
I've seen some Australians like immigrate to the US and where they just live here now.
Yeah.
And they're just like, dude, America is awesome. Fuck yeah.
There's that kid in Austin who has that big Instagram account, that Australian kid. Yeah.
Yes. I think I've probably seen the same guy, but you're just like, dude, bring more of your people over here.
Yeah, totally. He's like totally embraced guns in Texas and
yeah.
And he's got the crazy hair.
He's got a big old American flag on the back of his truck.
Really? They allowed themselves to be locked in hotel rooms for weeks during. That's what I mean. We just need 1 million of them. We just picked 1 million. I think that they have a really hardcore redneck culture there in a small, like there's probably like 1 million of them. And those are the ones we want. We want their working class. I mean, their city folk are probably fucked just like our city folk. We need just like 1 million of them, like who are from like the farmlands of Australia, and move them like Crocodile Dundee and shit.
A bunch of Rickies.
Yeah, Ricky, Shenae.
Yeah,
that's two. Sarah Cox. Sarah Cox got bougie though.
All right, we got 3.
Sarah Cox came to the United States. She bougie. You bougie, Sarah.
She's a little bougie. She's cool bougie though.
She drinks with a pinky in the air.
Yeah, she does. She only drinks sparkling water.
Anything sparkling. When we went to the Raider game, she brought a bottle of champagne on the plane.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's rich.
Yeah. I was
that's
like,
when you're like, oh,
I
don't want to forget this bottle of champagne on this private plane that we go on.
Hey, it was like one of those clown cars too, or like when a magician pulls something out of a bag that doesn't fit. Like she had this little Gucci purse that was this big, but a bottle of champagne came out of it that was that big.
Dude, women's purses are insane. They're just like a
bottomless pit.
Yeah.
What is today? Thursday?
Yeah.
There's some Oh, Cooper's on the CrossFit podcast today.
Yeah, he is, and that's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm pretty excited for that. Him and Hobart. I'll watch anything Hobart does. Hey, I think that's the most hardcore mom we've had on the show.
You think so?
I mean, dude, that chick. I mean, like sometimes when I say stuff, I'm like, man, is it going to be like this for anyone else? And like that, like she's describing like how it happened for me and my wife too. Like I was not a man and the kid came out and I had to turn into a man. My
See him
mom,
rap.
my wife was not a mom and she had to turn into a mom. And like we just fell into our roles and he listens to her the way I listen to my wife and she trusts him. And I just can't believe like how it's just crazy. Like she's pretty hardcore, realizing that pacifiers are fucking absolutely batshit crazy. Um, just all the shit. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah,
She
it's
did
cool.
look like a supermodel, didn't she? I never really seen anyone on our show with a face like that.
Yeah, she has a crazy nice smile, nice eyes. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. I feel like she should have been like in an Ivory soap commercial from the 70s.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
she could
no,
definitely.
no film on this face. All right. I don't really have anything. I talked about my pimples.
Yeah, that was a big
Oh,
one.
yeah, that was really the big story. I don't think we have a guest tomorrow.
Nope, I don't think so.
I could tell you guys something that I'm very adamant about. Holy shit. So I clicked on this. I don't even know where this came from. I click on
Oh, I saw this yesterday and I fucking died.
You good, man? Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little too much velocity.
wow.
You good, man? Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little too much velocity.
Wow.
You good, man? Yeah.
Wow. You know what's crazy? When I see stuff like this, I'm like, there's no end of creative shit on Instagram. Just like when think you've seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, I
Have
don't
you
know how you come up with that, but just the guy's body, he fucking hits the deck so hard.
there was an account yesterday that popped into my feed. You know how there's been all these accounts for the last 10 years of guys doing crazy shit like backflips onto sand and jumping from one like ledge to another ledge. And you know what I mean? Like all the parkour shit, but then backflips. And I saw one yesterday and it's two chicks with big tits who do all that shit. And I had never seen that before, like doing just like crazy shit that I'm like I almost feel like calling their parents.
What?
And just being like, because it's just fucking retarded shit. Like, hey, dude, do not let your daughters do this shit. Like backflips off of roofs and into swimming pools. Two girls carrying one girl and throwing her off a roof into a pool. Jumping off of pools onto air mattresses. I mean, just like, yeah, just like fucking, are you crazy?
Oh, fuck. I saw one the other day.
Like, don't do that.
Why not?
Not because you're a girl. Like you have more value than a boy. Like I don't know. I didn't like it. They utilize the center of gravity, and all the jumps they do off of clips. They do belly flops and shit.
Fuck, where did this go? I saw one the other day of it. You know how dudes can do like they like pec pop? Here it is. Let's see if I can send it to myself.
Like flex their pecs.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's this chick that I saw, she's super hot, but she looks like has a dude's body.
No.
Oh, because I was gonna say I saw a chick and I was like, this has got to be AI. I'm gonna show you guys something that is just proof that I'm smarter than everybody else. It's crazy. It's crazy. Can I pull it up or are you going?
Well, I'll show you this
Okay.
quick and then we'll go.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Is that though? I think those are real.
I think so too. It gets better.
That body is crazy. That body is crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
Her neck is. Oh, she has strings tied to him or something.
No, dude.
Yes, she has invisible wire. She's pulling a wire.
I don't know, dude. That shit's crazy.
No, that's invisible string, dude.
I don't know, man.
It is. That's totally invisible string, dude.
Somebody
Can I
just got-
see? Can I see more of her body?
Let's see.
God, that's her as a dude. Is that a dude? Oh, maybe her tits aren't real. Maybe her tits aren't real.
I don't know. Yeah, the way they spread didn't look real.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've seen. Oh yeah, she's thick as fuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that was pretty wild.
Yeah, that might even be a dude. I hate it when I'm attracted to dudes. No, not ooh. Not ooh. Not ooh. Listen, buddy. Tap into your biology, not ooh. Okay, this is the pound for pound rankings over here for the UFC. Oh shit. Made the wrong one. These are the pound for pound rankings of the UFC, and I know a lot of you don't follow the UFC. And they have Ilia Topuria as number 1, Islam is number 2, Merab is number 3, Hamzat as number 4, Pantoja is 5, Alex. This is such fucking insanity. This guy Merab fights at 135 pounds.
Okay.
It's this guy here.
245s.
If this guy were 155 pounds, he would fucking kill Ilia Topuria. If he was 171 pounds, he would kill Islam Makhachev. If he was 185 pounds, he would destroy. I mean, at 100, if this guy was 185 pounds, he could beat John Jones. Like this guy at 185, this guy is the most dominant force that UFC's ever seen, and they have him at fucking number 3. Like there's never been a fighter. And it's mine. I mean, these guys are good. This guy Ilya is good. This guy Pantoja is washed up. I don't even know how he's on the list anymore. But I see this, and all these people are on Ilia Topuria's jock, and he's cool. He's good. But this guy Merab, I don't understand how anyone could disagree. Wrong? Are you crazy, dude? You think if you put 50 pounds of size onto Merab Gilashvili at 185 that there's a man in the world who... Oh, you guys are fucking nuts. You guys are nuts.
The chat has spoken.
These guys are on Ilia to put... That's how you know they're NPCs.
Wrong.
Because Ilia is like the new coffee shop in your town. Or like a Cold Stone ice cream. Like, do you remember when that place showed up and everyone's talking about it? The first time I went in there, I'm like, fuck that. I do not want to talk, because I don't want to talk to the dude behind the counter for 10 minutes to get a fucking scoop of ice cream. I want to point to something and be like, sugar cone, please.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream and gummy bears.
I don't want them playing with my fucking ice cream. Just fucking put it up. It's based on voters. Can't trust it. Fake votes. Yeah.
Oh, is it really based on votes? It's not even based on like a record or who they fight.
I think CrossFat is right. I think it is based on votes. It's just bad. This guy Merab is such a freak of nature, and everyone knows it. Like when he enters the ring, like you just know, oh fuck, everyone's fucked. Who's like, have you seen him fight?
No, I haven't, but I think I've seen highlights, and he looks like he fucks people up.
He's an absolute fucking tornado, dude. He fought Khabib's like nephew or brother or something who was undefeated, and oh Jesus Christ, And how is Bilal on the list? What do you want? What do you want? You called on the wrong phone.
What are you talking about?
I'm live on the air.
I called your personal phone? My bad, dude. I meant to call the
Now people know you have my personal phone, and that damages my reputation.
Oof.
dude, I'm sorry. I swear to God, I'm driving now, but I thought I called your
Now people know I have black friends. You fucked me up. Now Nick Fuentes will never have me on.
It was a matter of time.
We can't even hear a word he's saying, to be honest. So,
All right, I love you. Bye.
This is great.
Jesus Christ. Hey, I heard that hot Australian chick isn't married. Dude, she's so in love with her dude. Her dude's doing her right.
Oh,
I heard that hot Australian chick isn't married.
that's like Jeremy said that in the chat, by the way.
Oh yeah, that chick is that dude is so smart. He's playing that shit so right. Oh, he told everyone he has your number. Great.
Of course he did.
Nick Fuentes won't have you on because you are black. Oh,
that makes sense.
I know, but I could have gone in whiteface.
Whiteface.
Anyway, this is just crazy. This weekend's fight's gonna be absolutely insane. You know what's so funny? You know when I have Jack on, it's a tough interview.
Yeah, for sure.
I love Jack, but he's very chill, right? He's so fucking chill. And now I'm just watching during fight week. He's doing all these interviews, right, with all of these top interviewers in the space, and it makes me realize. I say this with peace and love, how much better I am. They do not know how to handle him. It's crazy. Like they get through 10 minutes of asking him questions, and you could tell the interviewer's like, "Fuck."
No.
They're like, "Jack, do you think you're gonna win?" He's like, "I'm gonna give it my best. My ground game is good."
Cool.
Yeah, he's so chill. Sevon, Mr. Matthew, good to see you. Sevon, since you did 1,000 step ups, are you going to do the 1,000 burpee box jump overs? Oh, I don't think so. I am. Yesterday, I did it 2 days ago, and yesterday I was really just beat up. I can't explain it. And then today I'm really sore. When I got out of bed today, I kind of stumbled around a little bit. I was like, ooh. It was like as I was walking on, because my calves were so sore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was like I saw a mouse in the room. I started like dancing a little bit.
Yeah, that's rough. That's when you know, like, as soon as you get out of bed, you put both feet down, you got to like steady yourself. You're like, fuck, this is bad.
Schweitzer says so much smart shit. Sometimes I hate it when I listen to his show because he like calms me down. Like, he had some perspective to this. Like he made me like Laura the other day. I'm like, you asshole.
Oh, that's a tough sell.
Yeah. But he does it. He just like calmly leads you down the path of like rationale. But what's good having a nemesis? I'm like, well, fuck you. You're right. And then now he's going to be right here too. This is really going to piss me off what he's saying here. UFC is such a West Coast sport. I just can't stay awake for those damn fights. Yeah, fucking hate that. But he's probably right?
That's true. Yeah, I literally every time I've tried to watch, like I'll buy fights, I cannot make it to the last 2 or 3. I just pass out because it's like midnight. I just like fuck it. I'm going to bed.
He does take some hard takes on shit sometimes though, which I kind of like too. It kind of like catches me off guard. Can't remember what it was, if it was WFP or something the other day. Like it was all soothing. I was listening to him. I'm like, okay, he's kind of unwinding me, unfucking me a little bit. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's like, but fuck those guys. They did this. I was like, oh yeah, fuck those guys.
Oh, right.
No one can make me like Laura. I don't know. He kind of worked. He worked on it. He kind of worked on it a little bit. And then you know what else is cool is when I do the Tyson Bagent interviews, I always think of him. I always think the litmus test if it's a good interview, because he watches so much Chicago sports shit. I think like he's like a huge fan of the Chicago sports scene. So I'm like, okay, if he can glean something off of this, because he's probably seen them all, then it's a win. So I I just so the
Okay.
next day I always after I have Tyson on, I listen to his podcast and he's like, if he says something good, I'm like, all right, that means it was good. Fuck, dude, my bad. We're gonna review the card tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 2:15 Pacific Standard Time. I might have a special guest, former Sevon podcast regular, on with us. Oh, that's cool.
Sweet.
I always forget Jeremy was in the military. That's crazy.
Yeah, him and Dylan both actually.
I was power texting Dylan last night.
Really?
Yeah, I was just telling him like, hey, dude, Marab's the greatest fighter who pound for pound who ever lived. Like he would kill GSP. I don't understand why people can't say it. It's like it's so odd. It's so obvious. I mean, he picked up fucking Khabib. He was just hammering Khabib's fucking nephew, just like everywhere. It's like a clinic, and he's smiling and talking to people in the stands and in the front row.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like,
Casual.
yeah. And no one's ever seen him you don't see him get stumbled, nothing. And he can punch, he can wrestle, he can scramble.
Yeah.
Even at that high level. So I see it in kids jiu-jitsu all the time. A kid does something, like he does an arm drag and pulls someone down to the ground, but he doesn't follow up with what you need to do after you arm drag someone. After you arm drag someone to the ground, you need to be stuck to them like glue and already be doing the next move, or the arm drag was pointless, right?
Right.
And so even in the UFC, you see people do that. You see people kind of admiring their work even for a split second. Marab never does that. It's always the next move's like coming out of the first move.
Like you know where you're gonna go with it, and you just start like taking them down that hole.
Yeah, it's just like until like he's just fucking ass pounding you. I actually want to how do I find my history? I actually want to show you
Command Shift H.
History. There were two videos I saw yesterday that I wanted to share with you. This one's really good. I'm gonna get back to fighting in a second. I have to pivot to God. I saw this one the other day. This one's really good.
Use a man, he breaks him.
This is God breaks a man he wants to use. This one's good.
Not to destroy him, but to strip away pride, comfort, and illusions.
So if you're going through some hard shit and you want to feel better about yourself, this one's awesome. God breaks down the man. I want to recommend that. And then one more God one. And then I want to show you this fighter that I stumbled across yesterday. Hold on. Oh, where is it? One more here. History is the history is great. I just found that YouTube keeps track of all the videos you watch.
Yeah.
And this one amazing too. This is kind of crazy.
8 signs you're on God's path. Not everyone on the narrow road knows it.
Not everyone on the narrow road knows it. Remember when I asked that guy, hey, could I be saved and not know it? And he said no.
Yeah. But you could not know it?
I don't know. That's I don't know. I like this. I like this take. Love this take.
8 signs you're on God's path. Not everyone on the narrow road knows it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something serious.
Fuck you, Josh.
Sign 1, you're being pruned, and it hurts.
What?
If you're on God's path, there's one thing you can expect that nobody likes to talk about: pain. Not random suffering, not meaningless trials, but holy, intentional, surgical pain. Because when God truly has his hand on your life, he doesn't just bless you, he prunes you. Jesus said it himself in John 15:2. Every branch in me that bears fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Think about.
Do you know how much that resonates with me? Because my dad's always trying to prune the branches in my yard to make more fruit. And I'm like, dude, stop. I don't say it out loud anymore. I just let him do it. Anyway,
Okay.
those two. I recommend those two videos. And then I got to show you this other one. This one is fucking nuts. This shit is nuts what I'm about to show you. I saw this video pop up. It says, "Holy fuck, the new Bruce Lee, young knockout phenom Azadadullah Amagazaliev." Holy shit.
I think the other reason that people don't like watching UFC is because all these fucking idiots have ridiculous names that nobody knows how to pronounce. That is the biggest issue that I have with UFC fighters is I just don't fucking care to learn their names.
This dude, I've never seen a fighter quite like this. This is like a Corey Sandhagen on steroids. This dude is crazy.
The new opportunities in his debut.
The setup, the right hand over the
Setups.
hook kick to the sides of darkness.
And improvise on the fly.
Closing the distance.
Did you see that?
Was fast.
So I want to talk to, I want to bring this up to some professional fighter. I think this is a valid technique to purposely miss to swing a wild hook and then come in with a spinning elbow. Look at this. And then
improvise on the fly.
Watch this overhand right. He misses.
Closing the distance.
And then a spinning back elbow. And he does that so often that I'm starting to wonder. I watched this whole video. He misses so often. I'm thinking, oh shit, is that the technique? Miss on purpose. And then
in one rotation,
missed.
Iman Ghazaliev turned a seemingly failed overhand.
That's not even an elbow. He clipped him on the chin with a spinning back fist.
And into a perfect precursor to a subsequent back fist.
He has fucking so many knockouts that are spinning. It is. Oh, let's watch this one too. Let's see.
Asadullah confirmed improvements in pure boxing.
When they need to move, take his time.
Just a 1-2 up the pipe.
Yeah,
he's crazy. What he did?
That's super choppy, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, when I play it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The textbook axe kick. Along with the
That's choppy?
That was better.
Oh, choppy much? Fuck you. Anyway, another great video. This one, just type in this dude's name, Asadullah, Asadula. If you want to just see an up and coming, just absolute monster. He was my favorite fighter on the UFC game. Oh, who? Marab?
Forrest Griffin, I think is what he's talking about.
Oh. Sevon Prudence with kitchen sears. God's plan. They're not kitchen. They're not the kitchen scissors. They're in a drawer in the kitchen. And I do it at like 3 a.m. when I'm getting a glass of water when no one's looking. Sandhagen on steroids for sure. No. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. Not that Corey's on steroids, but this dude's Corey on steroids. Yeah, this guy's a freak. I'm curious what's going to happen when he comes to the UFC. I wonder if he has a ground game. I do see him using some judo in this, but that's all. He's just in a stand-up fight league now. All right. That cold about 50 live viewers. God and fighting.
That's all I Which is weird because I feel like if we talk about God, usually more people show up. But we were just talking to like a smoking hot chick for a while, so understandable.
Some people have the issue with the juxtaposition of God with all of God's creations on earth, which is weird to me.
Yeah, weird, right?
Brad was explaining that to me.
What?
Like I was like, how do people not see this as a holy anointed show? With God's blessing, and they're like, well, it's the juxtaposition of God talk with dildos and.
God damn it, Brad! Shut
I was
up.
like, well, dude, but those are all. What are you talking about? Those are all. He wasn't complaining. He was just giving me insight.
Just being a nerd.
Yeah, it's he just said that some people don't realize that even in a Chinese factory that prints out rubber dildos, God has his hand.
Shit, man. Everybody's got to have their position.
All right, Thursday. All right. Don't watch tomorrow's show. I'm gonna be talking about Jack de la Maddalena, also affectionately known as JDM, all day tomorrow. Maybe I'll sprinkle in some God talk. We have two new UFC fighters coming on the show that have never been on the show. We also have the 3-time jump rope world champion coming on the show. That's
Really?
cool, right? Yeah, pretty excited about that.
Who is that?
Porter. Oh, and we have Hibbler coming on next week. If you haven't seen Sean Hibbler's new movie on weather modification, it's on Amazon. Watch that. That'll be Thursday night. That'll probably be a wild show.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. That'll be. I gotta like really buckle down for that one. Oh my god. I feel like I'm just now ready to talk to him again.
Lucy. Oh, and Lucy Campbell in the morning and Hibbler in the evening. That's crazy.
That'd be cool.
All right, off to gymnastics. Make sure you go on over and look at Avi's blog. I'm tripping on Avi's blog. So he's made 3 episodes. And now last night he was like he didn't want to edit. And I'm trying to be so cool because I want to put pressure on him to make a show every 3 days. Like last night, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, just hanging out, playing chess with my brothers. I'm like, shouldn't you be editing? Like, nah, I'm cool. I'm like, I wanted to just yell at him. How the fuck are you supposed to be great? I didn't though. I looked at my wife, took a few deep breaths. Sebi, that flannel looked good on you. I'm gonna order it for my husband. Dude, you know what's crazy, Marissa? That Born Primitive flannel. So he said to me, I told him thanks for the clothes, and he said to me, let me know if you want anything else. I'll send it out to you. And I want to be like, hey, 5 of those flannels. Because like when I find something I like, I get obsessed with it, and it's all I want to wear. And that flannel is stretchy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice flannel, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And that with some Born Primitive jeans, I would probably could look masculine.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You could pass for it for sure.
I could totally it will be. I'm almost afraid if I don't show up to a kids event looking like a homeless guy, but I look like I'm like put together with a flannel and some jeans, that the other parents will faint.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want I might order those pants, the jeans. I have a pair from Duluth that I really like. And you know how you get, just like you said, you'd get something, you're like, okay, that's all I want to wear.
Yes.
Basically how these pants are. So I hate trying new clothes because I never know how they're gonna fit or how they're gonna feel.
Yeah. And if you don't like them, you're fucked, because then you're like, what should I do with this?
Exactly.
And you keep it in your drawer for 3 years.
Yeah. And then once I move again, then I'll purge everything and send it to Goodwill, and it'll be worthless. I hate that shit. I hate donating stuff.
Yeah, the Born Primitive, the stretchy stuff, and it doesn't look stretchy either, so no one can tell that it's got that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it. Okay. I just washed it. I wonder if I wore it like 3 days in a row, and now I'm wondering. Anyway, thank you for the confirmation on that, for the flannel. Yeah, my wife said it looked good on me too. And it's not usually when I wear stuff like stuff like that, it's so long because I have to wear a large.
Yeah.
And it's usually so long that I look fucking ridiculous. This is not like that. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a dress. What I don't get is the ad I see has a huge blue and black flannel, but it's not the choices. Oh, and the choices for the flannel. Oh, that's interesting.
I think they have 2 different kinds of flannels. One of them is hooded and one of them isn't. So it might be just one of the hooded ones or something.
Sevi, how do the plain white? They fit so good. They fit so good. Vindicate sent me plain white tees to wear under my vest when I have like guests on that I give a fuck about,
Yeah.
and they fit so good. I'm actually kind of blown away. I would even, to tell you the truth, Travis, bndk8.com, I would even try a size smaller. Not that I would wear without, because it would, if I wear a size smaller, it'll make it look like I'm a C cup, but I would wear a size smaller under a vest. But those are really nice white tees you sent me. I really like them. All right. Close talk, God fighting. You think that was inappropriate that I told her she was hot?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just factual.
Yeah,
True.
it would be, it was almost, I thought, well, if I don't mention how beautiful she is, that will even be weird.
Yeah, I mean, it was honest.
Yeah. It's not like she was like a little bit beautiful. It was like,
No, she's gorgeous.
yeah. She wasn't like, it wasn't like, hey, oh, you're attractive. It was like, holy fuck, like you look perfect.
Yeah. It's funny
she-
seeing her pictures with like the cops that she works with. I'm like, you guys are hags. You're so ugly.
She definitely knows she's hot. You think she knows?
Yeah. Yeah, she knows.
Oh. Yeah, her whole life, everywhere she goes, people are like,
yeah.
I mean, you could
she
stare at
probably
her.
fit in just perfectly in LA.
Yeah, you could stare at her face forever.
Yeah.
What's more weird, that she's hot or a super beaver top? I think maybe. Oh, that's probably what did upset her brother-in-law, that we called her Super Beaver.
You think
Wow,
so?
I
Do you think
forgot
that's
about
what it
that.
was?
I forgot about that. I mean, it's really, I think it's a pretty affectionate term. I guess maybe I'm trying to think, the first time I heard it, I probably didn't see that, but now it really is a affectionate term. Oh, you think Marco thinks hot chicks are too humble? Oh, I get what you're saying. So the same way that when we were talking to Shenae, and we were like, yeah, the dudes who have like this veneer on them that's like they're so perfect and straight and proper, those are the fucking perverts, and because they're guarding like what's really inside of them, that they're pedophiles.
Right.
You think that she knows she's so hot that she has to guard it to overcompensate? But I didn't get that from her.
No, I don't think
It's a term of endearment. Yeah. Super beaver is a term of endearment. That's how I see it too. Like here's the thing. The psychology behind calling someone super beaver or beautiful, like once you say it, you're basically letting them know, hey, I'm not hitting on you. Like you're not like, hey, you're super beaver, and then trying to bang them. Like, hey, that's pretty much at the bottom of how I feel about you. Like, you know what I mean? That's like from deep in the well. You know,
Okay.
You don't get that. You don't get what I'm saying? No.
I'm having a hard time following that one. Yeah. I don't.
It's like,
Like, wouldn't you tell that to somebody that you do want to bang? Like, I tell that to my wife all the time. You're fucking hot as shit. You're gorgeous.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, you fucked up my oh God. You fucked up my theory, but there's a crazy Nick Fuentes clip. A crazy one. I wonder if I can find it. It's fucking nuts. Where he says if you date women, dating women is gay. It is crazy.
Okay, I fucking hate this guy.
It is crazy. I want to see if I can find it.
This guy fucking sucks.
Nick Fuentes gay. Let me just type in Nick Fuentes gay videos.
Nick Fuentes gay.
Oh, here it is. I fucking found it. I don't even.
Hey, everybody, make sure you update your fantasy league teams for this afternoon.
Where's that? On Heat One app?
No.
Oh.
The ESPN app.
Wow, that was a nice courtesy.
I just got a notification. My shit's fucked.
I downloaded Robinhood yesterday.
Oh. Okay. And
then I gave my wife login info. This is the most bizarre fucking clip you're gonna and I'm gonna invest $20 every single day.
nice.
Today
Yeah.
I bought Bitcoin. I don't know if I'm
You
I'm
bought
like
Bitcoin?
yeah, my thought was this. I bought Bitcoin.
Okay.
I'll tell you my theory on another
Alright.
show.
Yeah.
You don't like that? You don't like that?
I just
I think when people panic about the economy or the government, Bitcoin will go up.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention to Bitcoin because I just think it's bullshit.
Yeah, it probably is.
Like
Yesterday I bought
if I invest in
$20 in Palantir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I know if I invest in Palantir or Rock Lab or any sort of like defense contracting business, like I know for sure I'm gonna make money off of it.
I wish I knew what Dents was
Except
talking
for
about.
today.
Oh my god, I got all sorts of Paper Street coffee yesterday. I'm so excited. I didn't. I was supposed to in that Born Primitive thank you that I sent about the thing. I so didn't want to mention Black Rifle.
Why?
Just because, like,
Paper
Paper
Street?
Street's my guy. Yeah. Robinhood was super popular a few years ago. I know now. I'm thinking I already have a Fidelity account, and so I'm thinking that maybe I shouldn't have opened Robinhood. Oh, you know what's so funny too is I opened a Robinhood account and then I sent my wife an invite so she can see.
Yeah.
And then this morning when she woke up, she's like, "Oh, what are you buying this morning?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. I wanted her to be like, you know what I mean?" I'm like, "I'm buying
Yeah.
Bitcoin." I think I'll get more standees, 2 standees a day now.
Oh, okay.
Because
I will say
I'm an investor.
Right, right. Yeah, you're investing in the future. Yeah, of course. The one downside with Robinhood is what happened with AMC and GameStop. There was like this big push.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
There was that big push on Reddit to just get people to short those stocks or something like that. And so it pushed the stock super high. And all of a sudden, a bunch of people started trying to pull their money out of it before it dropped. And Robinhood couldn't support it. So you ended up losing like thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit. Like I think I made like over $1,000 in profit just off of AMC and GameStop, and then I couldn't pull it out because Robinhood it couldn't trade like they wouldn't trade it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
6 months ago, Bitcoin was at 75,000. I know. This morning when I bought it was like at 103,000.
that's true. It is.
Isn't that gold? If you're talking about Bitcoin, no. But can you buy gold on Robinhood? I want to buy some gold too.
Yes, you can.
Tomorrow I'm
buy
buying
gold on
$20
there.
worth of gold.
It's probably a good idea, honestly, right now.
Maybe if I really get into this, we'll start a show, just a buying show. What did you spend your $20 on today? All right, here we go. Nick Fuentes, out of his fucking mind. 100%. Oh yeah. No, buy gold when people are freaking out about the government. Yeah, that too.
Yes.
So if people are freaking out about the dollar, yeah, the conventional wisdom is to buy gold. But also when people are afraid that the government's overstepping their reach, Bitcoin skyrockets. That's originally how Bitcoin became huge. Like Greece and some other countries started pulling money out of people's bank accounts, and then Bitcoin skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Anytime you see digital banking anywhere, start buying Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah, something's off with Nick Fuentes. The other day I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were telling me that if you don't have like your sexual I forget the word they used, orientation or identity or comfort with who you are sexually by a certain age, it'll start fucking manifesting in the weirdest ways. And they somehow tied it to narcissism to me. But anyway, here we go.
Girlfriend. I think if anything, it makes me less gay. If anything, it makes.
Can you hear it?
Barely, but go on.
He says not having a girlfriend makes me less gay. That's what he said.
Makes me not gay. it makes me not gay. Well, because think about it this way. You know, a gay people do date girls all the time. Real. And when I said on Elijah Schaefer's show, and they said, have you ever been in a romantic relationship? Have you ever had sex with a girl? And I said, no.
So he's never had sex with a girl.
Oh my God.
But maybe a boy. And then what's funny is this chick below definitely has a gay boyfriend.
You
which
think
is
so?
even crazier. Yeah.
Tell.
You'll tell in a second.
If you name searched me on Twitter, as I always do, all these gay people are coming out and saying, I've had more girlfriends than Nick. I've had sex with more girls than Nick. So like I said last week, not only is that thinking flawed, but actually it's the reverse. That actually makes me really more heterosexual than anybody. If we're really being honest, never having a girlfriend, never having sex with a woman really makes you more heterosexual. Because honestly, dating women is gay. I've never had a girlfriend.
And there's I need to find the other version, but it shows him laughing and he digs himself into a hole that's so uncomfortable. And this guy is so strange. This Nick Fuentes guy.
Yeah, he's fucked up. That's weird.
And I think that's what his base guys are guys who don't have sex.
Yeah.
I think that's who's attracted to him.
His base is dudes who live in their parents' basement still.
This guy definitely has a micro penis. Yeah, Google that, people, if you want to
Dude,
see some crazy shit.
Somebody. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh boy, Nick. You just stick to. I don't know what you should stick to, but you have some incredible skills, but do not talk about girls.
I haven't watched this yet, but Spin just posted something that people are tripping about.
Okay, let's see it. I got so many people telling me that it is completely fake. That someone's buying that those two guys, Wade and Maskroff, are buying CrossFit. Let me read this really quick. Go back up to the top. Nothing like listening to the AI translating a Swedish podcast. WFP apparently talking to a group who is trying to buy CrossFit at the Rogue Invitational. If that group actually buys CrossFit in 2026, CrossFit Games season will change. In case that doesn't happen, WFP has had meetings with Dave Castro and others within CrossFit to discuss a potential collaboration. That a collaboration would be centered around quarterfinals, as that's what WFP wants to have its 2026 tour stop in Mallorca. Okay, here we go.
What does the plan look like for next year? Is it already finalized?
I can honestly say that we have 3 plants, and 3 plants are because there are 3 things we have to somewhat try to follow. The CrossFit season is what it is. Will the CrossFit season be like this one? Do we have a plan?
Will CrossFit be sold? Then we have a plan with the buyers who are going to purchase it. We have had meetings with them several times.
Latest in Scotland, the new buyers. And if they buy it, there will be a certain change in the CrossFit plan. And if they don't buy it, then we have another plan. And that plan is either we work with CrossFit, as we have had meetings with CrossFit and talked about how we can collaborate if they don't sell.
So we are talking a lot with CrossFit, both CrossFit's new potential buyers and CrossFit with those who run CrossFit today. We had the meeting with Dave Castro just 2 weeks ago. Potential collaboration during quarterfinals, because we want to have an event the same weekend.
What does the plan look?
Oh my God.
Dance Roger leaks everything. Oh my goodness. What? That's on Spin made that post?
Yeah.
Dear Brian, you have really gone to a whole nother level. That post is amazing.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that can I read some of the comments? That was absolutely amazing. I think the 2026 season is already planned. I don't think buying CrossFit will change the 26 season, more like 27. Dr. Evil. WFP does not believe in no plan B.
That's it.
Are there more? Or that's it?
That's it. It just got posted, so there's nothing really going on.
All right. What did someone? Pat wrote something funny in here. I saw. I don't see it anymore. All right. All right. I say this with peace and love to the new owners of CrossFit. Your fate is in my hands, whether you know it or not. Love you guys.